Hi, this is the third video blog related to the Industry 4.0 topic, part of the series named Industry 4.0 Everything I Wanted to Know. In this one, I would like to focus on something it seems so basic, which are the drivers that moves the industry to adopt the 4.0 revolution. I'm talking about desires, about wanderings and goals to achieve, the ones which are making the industry want to change. The first one is energy efficiency and sustainability, understood as something we need to face conveniently, things like climate change. Sure, we want to be more sustainable, but we also want it to get an impact on costs and make our efforts transparent to our customers. That is, spending the less resources and energy to generate all our products throughout the productive cycle. The following desire is advanced materials, understanding as advanced all those that can help us generate a better product. And here I'm talking about, from textile to pure manufacturing to building materials. The next will be obtaining for assuring better connectivity. This is better connected both internally within the factories, beacons, Wi-Fi, and at distance, L1 for instance. The next is automation. Obviously, all industries want to reach an automation and optimization level that allow them to lower costs and generate products of higher quality. This is not new at all. The next level will be the capacity to generate and be able to consume in an almost native way the huge amount of digital data generated by millions daily in the world, and also transform this information in valuable knowledge we can apply to our business. The next one is security, something very in vogue these days. Both physical and digital security. I'm talking a lot about this in these video blogs, but unfortunately this is a real threat to society and of course for industry. The digital access to the consumer is very important also. Convenient access to the client who's living this era, remember the post, the map, web connection, customization, and do it through the most appropriate and productive channels is something key in the Industry 4.0 adoption. And then the last desire, generate collaborative environments that makes possible a cheaper, richer, and more agile production process. All these goals are support, or must be, based on a series of technological pillars. The big tech consultancy firms agree that they are about 9. Let me introduce them. The first we would like to talk about is robotics and all related with autonomous robots. We've been living with industrial robots for many years already. This is not something disruptive, but things are changing rapidly and the industry adoption of robots is speeding up due to crisis. On the other hand, personal assistance robotics is now visible at the horizon. The next technological pillar is simulation. Again, we've known the simulation for a long time. I remember perfectly having some simulation to get better and more robust hardware pieces, stressing them virtually. You must think probably this guy is talking about obviousness and old trends, but today we're arriving a little further with 3D simulation and the concept of digital twins, which is going more than having a physical asset or a piece digital representation. The goal is to design it better, to get a better understanding of its behavior, to stress it to the limit without spending a lot of money, to think about better preventive maintenance and basically lengthen its useful life to maximize the return on the asset. The next is system integration, both horizontally and vertically, and no comments on that topic. It's a lot of things talk about that. The next one is cloud computing, something already obvious in our world, but nevertheless we have to give it a relevant place on this list. Because the cloud has changed everything, at infrastructure level with IaaS concept or service level with SaaS and with new paradigms like platform as a service or container as a service. So multiple choices today for the industry to get the most from your IT investment. Other technology pillar is also very important is additive manufacturing. And let's be clear on that topic. 3D printing is one of the great sleeping giants that at any moment can hatch and get a great impact into industry, reducing cost and changing customer demand paradigms due to self-manufacturing new opportunities. The next one I would like to present is reality. And here I mean not only the augmented reality, the one that seems will create more and faster revenue for the industry. We also talk about virtual reality. I'm sure it fits perfectly with industry aspects like job nature transformation, new professional competences training, and other production chain collateral aspects. But in my opinion, the one that is going to break it all will be the mixed reality, something like Microsoft HoloLens, for instance. This is a very interesting reality in which coexist both realities using holograms. There are multiple fields of application in Industry 4.0 for this disruptive approach, believe me. Another important pillar is big data and analytics, topics intensively treated on my blog, maybe too much. I've already posted a good number of posts about this way of thinking, and for me it's absolutely key in this 4.0 revolution. It's almost magic to be able to work with huge volumes of information we're generating every day. Do it in a logical way and don't go crazy, because rapid substantial improvements in decision-making process or maintenance, applying prescriptive or predictive or diagnostic, are not impossible today. It's just a matter of start doing. But perhaps where all the authors agree when identifying the main tech pillars that are actually transforming Industry 4.0 is in affirming the Internet of Things relevance. We understand IoT as a wall in which we are connecting everything. We've got such a hyperconnectivity and devices autonomy that allows us to experiment daily an amazing data exchange worldwide, something that opens the door to thousands of business opportunities. When we're talking about the reality now, because we're talking about 6.4 billion things already connected today, but with a forecast to reach 21 billion in 2020. Imagine all that can you done with that. At business level, we're talking about IoTs moving around $235 billion annually, with a growth of 42% year on year. Impressive, isn't it? And closely related with IoT nature, we've got the last technological pillar, cybersecurity. Here, unfortunately, we need to be serious. Since last year, for example, we had a denial of service attack at world scale. Do you remember that? Half humanity without internet service. This service interruption was caused mainly by the fact that many of the sensors and other devices installed in different key points of this hyper-connected wall still got the factory passwords. The ones that manufacturers give as a base to build your own security on top. Obviously, that made it much easier for hackers to take control of these devices. Thinking about cybersecurity, it comes rapidly to my mind something that we can easily mix up with an April Fool's joke. It's something about a woman's sex toys factory that, as an IoT disruptive and technological improvement, applied sensors to allow users and their partners to feel pleasure simultaneously, sharing data about location and intensity during the usage. Unfortunately, many of these devices were hacked by relevant security breaches. Imagine user shame. And in a more sensitive field, we could find a similar case with fluffy toys for children. Again, a motivated manufacturer anxious to jump up to the modernity wave insert cameras in beautiful and lovely toys to let their parents watch their children play with. But unfortunately again, they were also hacked, leaving a door open to child pornography. The concept I want to make clear here is the need to ensure two basic things: secure communications, more sophisticated access and authentication management to avoid identity theft or phishing. Keep in mind the 21 billion access opportunities. So this for me, without hesitation, is one of the most technological pillars. These two aspects confluence, both drivers and pillars, generate a series of opportunities. The fact of combining a desire with a way to bring out to reality through technology allows me to generate a business opportunity in my industry. What I'm showing you then is a technological map resulting from the crossing between the drivers and the pillars I've been introducing you in this video. In this map you can see different opportunities that arise quickly. Here I only leave a few of them. For instance, nanotechnology application to be more innovative in terms of advanced materials, wearables or robots to be able to generate virtual offices in everything related to consumer digital access, or autonomous cars applied to logistics. There are many. This same image will already serve me to make a specific post about business opportunities related to Industry 4.0 technology. Maybe one of these days I get into it. Bye.